It seems like growing a terrarium is in fashion now, but I threw out my terrarium a few days ago. One day, I bought a terrarium at a store while heading home. I put it next to my bed and fell asleep. The next morning, I saw a girl lying next to me on my bed. And the scariest part was that her neck was halfway turned, but as soon as I jumped up, screaming, she was already gone. At first, I thought it was just a nightmare or some kind of sleep paralysis. A few days later, I had a dream this time, and I was inside of the terrarium. I was on something like a big hill, and dolls made of bones were digging through the soil of the garden. As soon as I stepped closer, I could see the bones on the ground. Then I woke up from my dream in fright. Because I felt uncomfortable thinking about the woman I saw a few days ago, I went into the bathroom with a terrarium. I started taking all the plants and moss out of the glass. You know, moss is usually very easy to peel off. However, this one didn't come off easily. It was as if the roots of the plant grew so deep that it felt like they were stuck to the soil. I was about to turn on the water and wash the roots, and at that moment, little white pieces rattled and were drained down the sink. What was that? Suddenly, I was struck with fear. I couldn't even think of washing it anymore. Eventually, I had to throw the plants outside. What were those white pieces I saw? What if they were real bone fragments? It happened when I was in middle school. One day, 2 of my classmates committed suicide together on the roof of an apartment complex. Everyone in the class wondered why they did that and felt sorry for them. And a few days later, we received a group photo from our school trip. The moment we looked closely, we found something unbelievable. Some of the students were screaming, and some were crying. It was insane. When I looked at it, it was really, really weird. The 2 friends who committed suicide together were standing next to each other, and their eyes were looking upwards the same exact way. It was strange enough to make the viewer feel unpleasant. Well, eventually our teacher ended up burning the picture. What was up with that picture? I have no clue at all.